Okay, it's Thursday, October 13th, just following up on Coinbase. You can see here, if they're buying the puts, you had a little bit of a rally, and I'll show you in a second. The overall market is trying to rally a little bit off this gap down, but Coinbase is much weaker than almost every stock I'm looking at, so that's a good sign. They got as it rallied up, I saw the 5-minute shooter bar form here and start lower with a red bar. So I really would like to see this move here kind of work towards the intraday lows. If not, you can kind of break even on the trade. Essentially, the options are right here around 370. I saw them at 380 a minute ago, so they're kind of right where they're, where you got in. I'm kind of watching the market as a whole. You can see the SPY is rallied from its start, so that's heading up. A lot of other stocks, like the technology stocks, Meta, so far heading up. I think they're all going to roll over at some point a little bit, but we're going to have to see how, if it goes for too long in the morning, then that becomes more of a potential tricky day to really take out their intraday lows. But there's still time for all these stocks to roll over. And since Coinbase is definitely the weakest so far of all, I like that this is the 5-minute chart. You can see the 15-minute chart is just kind of holding here within the first bar. Trying to turn lower. So if the whole market pauses, I think this will be one of the weaker stocks, but I'm not going to play it too much longer here in terms of just seeing how it develops. I'm expecting that market right about here, a little bit of over a half hour into trading, should start to taper off. And I think, again, Coinbase looking good to take out those intraday lows and get more in line with the big picture to sort of head down to those targets on the weekly chart. Again, on the weekly chart here, we do have a 2-down week, which at this point projects down there. So staying weak here near the open. I'm watching the 5-minute pretty closely here, and this one isn't rallying like everything else. I think still looking good to take out those intraday lows. At that point, you can set up a no-risk trade. So let's see what happens here. That's kind of what I'm watching, and I kind of like the price action, given that even the SPY right now is starting on the 5-minute chart to maybe pause here. So that would be good news in terms of Coinbase, one of the weaker stocks working towards its lows. So let's see what happens.